Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is going to be a product review on products from the brand called Yeouth. So this video is not sponsored, but a big thank you to Yeouth because they did send me these products to try out and review for you on my channel. I do have 5 products from the brand to review. Like a lot of my other videos, I'll sort of do this video in parts. I'll talk about the brand overall, I'll talk about each individual product, and at the end I will give my summary thoughts. I'll have timestamps down below, so if there's a particular product that you're interested in, you can just jump to that part. So, this brand is called Yeouth. It is pronounced Youth. I did find a video. It's pronounced Youth, but it's spelled Yeouth, and their products can be found on their website, samespelling.com. The company was started by a gentleman called Kevin Mallory, who has over 25 years experience as a cosmetics chemist. The company is headquarters in New Mexico, and I believe the first set of products were released in 2016. So it's a relatively youthful, no pun intended, company. Their products are not formulated with what I think has been sort of quoted as like the dirty dozen in skincare. So they're not formulated with parabens, sulfates, phthalates. I'm going to put the list below because I don't want to mispronounce any of them, but I'm pretty sure I've heard like a lot of brands call those the dirty dozen and try and not formulate without those products. The brand is also cruelty-free. I know products are available on Amazon, iHerb, and Walmart. I'm not sure how easily accessible they are internationally. For example, I found that there are some products that show up on the US Amazon site, but those products don't show up on the Canadian Amazon site. They do have a list of who their authorized retailers are on their website, so you can go check that out if there is a retailer that you're thinking might have their brand, or if you're looking for a retailer in your country that has their products. On their website, it says all their products are formulated, bottled, and packaged in the United States. I think it's phrased that way specifically, meaning that even though the products are made in the USA, they likely source ingredients from elsewhere, which is like a lot of things. The ingredients are sourced elsewhere, brought in, and then they formulate and package and sell out of the US. So like I said, Yeouth did send me these products. They sent me 5 products of my choice, and they also sent me a little routine to make sure I used these products sort of in the right order, which I really appreciated. It was really helpful for me to figure out what I was supposed to use and how I was supposed to use these. I used these products almost exclusively over the past month. So the first product that they sent me was the Balancing Facial Toner. So in the morning, I would spray on the facial toner first. And then second after that, I would put on the Radiance Eye Gel. And then I would follow that up with the day and night cream. So that was my morning routine. It was super simple. Compared to what I normally do, it was really, really simple, really straightforward, and nice and quick. In the evening, I would pretty much do the exact same thing, very similar. I would start off with the Balancing Facial Toner. Then I would go in with the Radiance Eye Gel. Then I would follow up with the Anti-Aging Super Serum. Then I would put on the Retinol Eye Cream. And then I would, again, finish up with the day and night cream. So again, a fairly simple routine with just 5 products. I know to some people that might sound like a lot, but from my regular routine, just 5 products is pretty good. Actually, that's fairly normal for me, 5 products in a routine. So I'll talk about each individual product. I'll give you some information that's on their website, and I'll give my personal opinion on each individual product that I've been using over the past month. So we'll start off with the Balancing Facial Toner. So it says this soothes and preps skin to absorb the serums or moisturizers or gels that you're following with afterwards. It has chamomile flower extract, which neutralizes skin radicals and is hypoallergenic, helping cleanse the skin prior to other applications. It's an exceptional healing and soothing, another ingredient in it is allantoin. I'm not pronouncing that right. Which is an exceptional healing and soothing and moisturizing agent, which enhances the efficacy and feel of dermatological and cosmetic formulations, leaving skin soft and supple. So again, the ingredient list on this one is actually quite short. Again, there's some stuff in there that I don't really know what it means. I am not a skincare expert. I'm not a skin influencer. I'm just an ordinary person using skincare. putting that out there. So yeah, this is a great little product to start off your skincare routine on with. I do quite like it. I don't normally use this kind of a toner. I do use a toner in general, but I have been using, in the past, I was using the Caudalie moisturizing toner. I do think it's a really good idea to use something that sort of like dampens the skin before you go in with other serums or other actives. From what I understand, it helps your skin absorb the other things you're putting on it a little bit better. It has no scent like whatsoever, which I think is really good. I appreciate that there is no scent. It does, again, feel nice and hydrating. It's not hydrating like a moisturizer, but it is hydrating. Like you put a bit of like a splash of water with a little extra in, like it's not just putting water in your face, because it does sort of sit on the skin as it absorbs in while you're putting other things on. It didn't blow me away, to be honest. Not 100% sure I would repurchase it, but it has been nice to use. Next up, we'll talk about the Anti-Aging Super Serum. So this has vitamin C and E, hyaluronic acid, and ferulic acid. So they say on their website that this reduces the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and locks in hydration. Plump skin with this anti-aging cream. Regular use slows the aging process aging process by infusing the skin with free radical fighting antioxidants found in ferulic acid and vitamin C. So again, one of the main components is hyaluronic acid. So as far as I understand, hyaluronic acid in and of itself is not a moisturizer, but it's a component that helps attract water and attract moisturizing components. So when you're using moisturizing components, it helps sort of lock it in, helps your face sort of absorb it a bit better. Ferulic acid is sort of a new ingredient to me. I'm not sure if I've used any other product with ferulic acid. If it had ferulic acid in it, I didn't know. It's not an ingredient that I'm super familiar with, but I guess it's an antioxidant fighting free radical damage that contributes to aging. I also found out, I did a little bit of research outside of what's on their website and found out it helps with dark spots and melasma. And it's a component or an ingredient that works well in conjunction with other products or other actives such as vitamin C and vitamin E, which works out quite well because this has vitamin C and vitamin E in it. And again, vitamin C is a fairly common active that people use. It's an antioxidant, helps promote healthy collagen production, and works to fight signs of aging like fine lines and wrinkles, helps loss of firmness and elasticity for younger looking skin. Again, vitamin C is something, I do have a vitamin C powder from Good Molecules. I don't use it regularly enough. Vitamin C is not an ingredient that I've really been drawn to, but it's definitely like, it's nice that it's in here because again, it's not something that I normally use. And I know some people have some issues with vitamin C. So some other ingredients in this is tripeptide 31, which helps with wrinkles, roughness, and age spots, clinically proven to increase skin collagen synthesis. Vitamin E as well helps build a protective barrier for your skin to help retain healthy moisturizers. And shea butter, so shea butter is rich in fatty acids, which again makes it a really nice moisturizing and nourishing for the skin. This was the one product, they say on their website, or they say at least on Amazon, that it's scent-free. I think they need to rephrase that. It is not scent-free. I'm gonna just squeeze out a little bit of it so you can see what it looks like. It's not serumy, it's more thicker. Like if you're thinking of like a runny serum, that's not what it looks like at all. It's more thick. But it definitely has a smell. I don't know what it is. And when I first used it, it was really off-putting to me, I'm not gonna lie. However, I will caveat that with, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that me and scents lately, like certain smells are really off-putting for me right now that weren't really ever problematic before, but they're really kind of throwing me. The irony is this actually smells similar to another product that I'll talk about a little bit later on, the Avène Anti-Rouge Forte. This is like a anti-redness type cream. It actually smells a little similar to this. It's almost like, I don't know, I think of like, what is the like baby like rash creams? That's what this kind of smells like. If I can get, I can't get, this is almost empty, so I can't get any of it out right now. But it smells similar to this product, but this has like a bit of a even more medicinal smell. Like, I don't know what it is, because again, I think what it is they just don't have any added fragrance to it, which is fine. I don't mind that there's no added fragrance. But they should just maybe mention somewhere that this does smell like something. Maybe someone out there can describe this smell better. I'm not great at describing smells, but it smells like an ointment. that's basically what it smells like to me, like an ointment. Which again, not the end of the world, but caught me off guard. And the first time I used it, I was like, oh. But I've gotten used to the smell since then, and it doesn't bother me now at all. Again, I've only been using this product for a month, so I can't say life-changing results, but I do think it is working well, considering this is really like the main active type product that I've been using over the last month, and my skin has been quite nice. So, I mean, it's doing its job. I definitely will use this product up. I will be happy to use this product up until it's done. I'm not 100% sure I would repurchase this one. It's sort of like in the maybe, but I do think it's a good price for like all the ingredients for it. Like it's not cheap, like it's not super cheap, but it's not super expensive either. I think you're getting good value for the price of what this is. Next up, let's talk about the Radiance Eye Gel. So they say this soothing eye gel penetrates deeply to offer lasting hydration to the delicate skin around the eye, improves the look of fine lines, wrinkles, dark circles, and puffiness. Also has hyaluronic acid in it and has a tripeptide amino acids, which help penetrate the delicate skin of the eye area to support collagen and reduce the look of dark circles. It says it has a gentle lightening effect and helps improve the appearance of sagging and puffy eyes for a brighter, more radiant appearance. So for me particularly, my under eyes, puffiness and darkness are not usually the issues for me. It's wrinkles. Like I have really wrinkly, really dry under eyes. So this does feel really nice putting on. Again, I'll squeeze some of this out for you so you can see what it looks like. I like the bright yellow color of this too. Again, I don't think they like add any colorants or anything. Maybe they do. I don't think so though. I would think not. So whatever it's in this, that's just the color of it. Hope you can see it there on the back of my hand. This one's a little bit more runny. It's definitely like a gel texture. Where are you here? And a little goes a long way. Like I feel like one pump is enough for both of my eyes. Like that just like spreads right out there. I don't know how well you can see that, but it does feel really nice. The one thing I wish I haven't done yet, but I keep thinking to do it, is to put this in the fridge, because I think it'll feel really, really nice if you put it in the fridge, and it'll be like nice and cooling, especially in the summertime when things are hot. Personally though, for me, I do have really dry, really wrinkly under eyes, and I just don't feel like that's quite enough. I feel like it's a good first step, and I think I'll enjoy using it in conjunction with other products. But yeah, for me, it's just like a first step. And I've talked about that before with a lot of other eye gel type products, that they're just not quite enough for my under eyes. And again, my under eyes are not always super dry, but some days I was like, I wish I had something more that I could have put under my eyes in the morning to help with some of that extra dryness. For some reason, I couldn't find this product on the Canadian or US Amazon website, so I don't really know why it wasn't on either one of them. But it's not a product that I don't think I would repurchase it, but I'll be happy to use it up. But it's just, again, not really something that I would incorporate or something that I would use regular. It's more of like an extra step in a skincare routine for me. The fourth item that I was using is the Retinol Eye Cream. So again, they say retinol is the main ingredient of this eye cream that helps reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles by gently exfoliating the delicate skin around the eyes to reveal brighter and healthier eye area. Again, also has hyaluronic acid, green tea, caffeine, and ginseng. So it's got a lot of different ingredients in it. A tripeptide complex as well. So again, you see a lot of the ingredients in their products are repeated. So you're sort of reinforcing as you're layering all these products on. And again, they're fairly simple. Like they're fairly, common type of ingredients that you've heard of before. They're nothing like super out there. My thoughts on this product. So this is one of my favorite products. You're getting a generous size of this. You're getting a 30 ml bottle, which I feel like, or jar, which I feel like is quite a lot. Let's show you what it looks like. It kind of looks like, I don't know, vanilla pudding. So hopefully you can see that there. It's a nice thick eye cream, so I really like that kind of a texture. Almost kind of reminds me of like a body butter from the Body Shop kind of thing, maybe a little bit thinner as it rubs in, but it's got like a nice thicker feeling. Again, a little goes a long way with this, but like I said, you get 30 mils or 1 fluid ounce, which I feel like is a lot for an eye product. Like that's just me. I was kind of comparing it to some of my other products and some stuff online. I was like, that's a lot. And again, I couldn't find this on the Canadian website, the Canadian Amazon website, but it's $17.99. So again, big bang for your buck on this product. I feel like you're getting really, really good value. I feel like this was working just as well as the Glow Recipe Avocado Eye Cream that I've been using that has retinol in it as well. I feel like they're like the same in terms of efficacy, but again, you get way more in this one. And again, there's no real scent to this. Like, I don't feel like it smells like anything at all, which again, I really, really appreciate, especially something that you're putting around the eyes. I really don't like something that's scented around the eyes. I think it's the Dr. Brandt products. They used to have sort of like a minty something about them. Those used to irritate the crap out of my eyes when you get like little samples in Ipsy. So yeah, it's great. Again, though, I do have the same problem with other retinol eye creams like the Glow Recipe one. Sometimes if I'm using this every night, I do find I'll get sort of like little tiny dry crinkly patches and I have to take a break from it because it's like it's too much retinol. That's not specific to this product, that's just me and retinol. I've always sort of had that issue with retinol. My skin sometimes just like says, yo, slow down a little, you don't need that much. But yeah, I've really enjoyed using this. Again, this would be something that I would consider repurchasing for sure. And then the last product I want to talk about is the Day Night Cream. Again, it says on here it's hyaluronic acid, snail extract, tripeptides, and green tea. And their website says lightweight for daytime and nourishing enough to repair skin overnight. It's your 2-in-1 mega cream. Has snail extract that contains many nutrients to promote a beautiful and healthy complexion. Hyaluronic acid, again, which we heard about. Green tea, which is a super antioxidant and anti-aging benefits that help protect the skin from signs of aging by neutralizing damaging free radicals. And peptides encourage a healthy complexion by strengthening, firming, and toning the appearance of skin. So again, some similar ingredients to some of the other products. This is another product I really enjoy. Like, this might be my favorite product out of all of it. Again, I've used quite a bit of this one because I was using it morning and night. It's probably really, really hard to see because it's white. But it's got that like sort of whipped texture. Sorry, that would look super gross. Should have put that on the other hand. There we go. So hopefully you can see that there. It's just like a plain white cream. Very reminiscent to me of the Belief Moisture Balm in terms of like feel and texture. It's got sort of that almost quasi gel texture to it, like ever so slightly, like not super gel, like, you know, there's like a gel hybrid. It's not like that, but there's definitely something, it must be the snail extract, that's my guess, that causes that ever so slightly more gel-ish like texture compared to, because I was just using the Kiehl's moisturizer. That definitely has a bit of a thicker feel to it, like traditional moisturizing feel to it. This is sort of a little bit more lighter, although I would argue how they say at the top, or they say their description says it's lightweight for daytime. I feel like it's maybe a little heavy for daytime, especially now coming into like late spring and summer. For winter for sure, but for me, I would argue that it's maybe not super lightweight for daytime. I think if you had like really oily skin or you don't like the feel of moisturizer on your skin, this would definitely feel a little too thick or too heavy for daytime. I feel like it does take a little while to absorb in. So normally how I would do my skincare is I would do all my skincare, like in the morning it was just the 3 steps of the toner, the eye gel, and this, but I would have to let it sit for a bit, so then I would like brush my teeth, because I would have to let it sit for a bit and then do my hair, because if I like put the moisturizer on and then like did my hair would like stick to my face. Like, it definitely doesn't sink in super fast. But yeah, I've really, really enjoyed this. Going forward, I will just use this as a night cream, not a day cream, because I do like something a little bit more lightweight and something that would absorb a little bit quicker for daytime. Yeah, and again, for your price and value, like I said, it's very, very similar to the Belief, and this is the same. Actually, this is slightly bigger. This is 60 ml, and I'm pretty sure the Belief and the Kiehl's are both 50 ml, and they're much more expensive. Like, this is $24.95 US for 60 ml. So your price per ml is much better with this product. So it's definitely, I think, worth checking out if you like those other type moisturizers. My overall thoughts of using these 5 products over the last month, while definitely not life-changing, I wouldn't like rush out and be like, oh my god, like my whole world has changed using these products. I do really feel like with such a simple skincare routine that my skin has been basically the same and has been quite nice using these products. I think that's commendable in and of itself, that my skin, you know, has enjoyed these products. I also do want to mention, I did mention this in another video, that I met with a friend in the evening, and she said to me, she's like, oh, your skin is looking really nice today. And I was like, oh, I'd only been using these products for a month, or sorry, a week at that point, but I felt like, well, that looks pretty good, or that's pretty good, that my skin, if my skin's still looking good after using these for a week, that's good. I mean, I didn't have any issues getting started or transitioning. I basically transitioned to these like hard stop, cold turkey. I stopped using all my other products and started using these. I was wearing makeup that day, but again, it was like 12 to 14 hours after I put makeup on, so my foundation was pretty much worn down by then. So again, I feel like it was a bit testimony to a little bit of how that foundation wore down. It wore down pretty well as the skincare was working for me. As I said, I've been using these products pretty much exclusively for the past month. But if you look at the products, there was no cleanser there. So I was using my regular cleansers. So my regular cleanser is the Ultra Gentle Daily Cleanser from Neutrogena. And then the other one I use regularly is the Good Molecules Hydrating Cleansing Bar. This is generally the one I use in the morning because it's by my sink. And this is generally the one I use in the evening, well, or the morning, whenever I'm in the shower. This one's in the shower, so that's when I use this one. I also periodically used my Good Molecules Pineapple Exfoliating Powder. I would say that's the one thing I kind of missed in this sort of routine. I do use a glycolic toner normally every day, and I feel like just having a gentle daily exfoliator is helpful for me, or helpful for my skin. So that is like the only thing I felt like I was missing in this routine, was just some sort of light exfoliator. But again, that's nothing to slight any of these products. It's just in my regular routine and how my skin works. I did use a few sort of wash-off masks, so I'm slowly trying to work through these masks just to finish them. So I think I used each one of these once. Again, just mentioning that I did use these as well. So this was the Sephora Banana Cream Mask. It's kind of a moisturizing mask. This is the Yensa 2-in-1 Radiance Polishing Mask. And then this is the Wander Lift Off Brightening Peel Off Mask. So again, I used each one of those probably once. I don't think I used any of them more than once. But the other thing I do want to mention, so I feel like this is relevant to mention, even though it, again, really has nothing, well, there's one thing to mention about this routine, was I did go home to my family home in the month of April, and I forgot that we have like really, I don't know if it's hard water, I don't know, there's something about the water there that makes my skin freak out. Also, I was drinking milk when I went home, and milk can tend to make my skin freak out because I don't normally drink milk at all, but I did have milk at home. So when I went home, my skin freaked out. What happens is it gets really, really red, it gets really irritated, it gets really like scaly, like it starts just flaking off, and like I just sort of get blotchy red marks everywhere. That has nothing to do with this routine. That's been happening to me for years. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that that's been an issue. So I'm kind of mad at myself that I forgot about that. I did take all these products home with me, so that was the skincare that I was using at home. The thing that I do want to mention though is this routine was not enough to help me combat that. I felt like after I came back to my home in the city, after about a week, I was like, yeah, my skin, there's still just some spots that are irritated and not getting better. So a couple of things I did use. I talked about this in my empties. I used one of the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Universal Daily Peels. I love these. I've talked about them for a few years now. Again, I use them every time I feel like, you know, the texture of my skin is a little off. When I go home and things go wrong, if my skin's getting really irritated, I do feel like this just really helps clear everything up. It's sort of like gives me a bit of a reset. And then the other product, I mentioned this earlier, this is the Avene Anti-Rouge. Again, I've used this because of like when I get a lot of redness. And again, I've talked about this in the past. In the wintertime, I'll get a lot of redness and irritation just from being outside in the wind and the cold. So I was using a little bit of this to sort of help with some of that redness and irritation that just was not going away after about a week and a half when I finally got back to my home and my regular water and my skin started going back to normal. So again, had nothing really to do with these products, but the thing I want to mention was this routine in and of itself was not enough to help get me back, at least as quickly as I wanted to, back to my normal skin. I thought that was important to share that, like, again, I was pretty much using the routine, but it wasn't 100%. So I just want to talk about sort of like the branding and the packaging. Overall, I really like this branding and packaging. It reminds me quite a bit of The Ordinary. It's nice and simple. It's nice and plain. I feel like it's very gender neutral to me. So My friend Ethan has asked me to do a skincare video, which I haven't done yet. So here's your video, Ethan. This probably won't be the only one, but I thought this would be helpful. So again, I feel like these products would be fine for you to use, Ethan. Nice and safe, easy products to use. Again, there's not a lot of frou-frou. They're not too confusing. They're not using like exotic ingredients from Madagascar that's like super confusing. All these ingredients are fairly straightforward that you can look up on other websites that talk about skincare, and they'll tell you about them. From a packaging standpoint, I do really like these. These are glass jars. They're quite nice. They're very, again, like The Ordinary. They're very aesthetically pleasing to me. I think they look nice and simple in a bathroom. And again, if somebody doesn't like skincare that looks too frou-frou-y, this does not look like that. So I feel like they're nice and safe. These jars are nice. Again, I like the size and shape of these jars. They are plastic. I feel like if they wanted to up the game on these jars, I feel it would be nice if they were glass jars. And again, I don't know from an environmental perspective, I think glass is better. I know plastic's supposed to be recyclable, but if we were trying to reduce plastics, it would be nice if they switched this over to a glass jar. The only packaging that I don't love is this. I feel like this looks a little bit ho-hum. This is the Balancing Facial Toner. Again, if they change it to maybe a glass bottle, I feel like they could change the sprayer even. It's a pretty fine mist, but it's intense. Like there's a lot that comes out at once. But yeah, if they even just change I feel like even if they just change the shape of this, if they did like a taller, slimmer bottle, it might be more attractive looking. It just looks little bit like, I was like, oh, this will be a great bottle to use to spray water on my plants when it's empty. That's what I thought of. Yeah, this is the only thing from a packaging wise that was just like, meh. It doesn't look like a skincare package to me, if that makes sense. So speaking of the ingredients, like I said, a lot of the ingredients are fairly straightforward, but I found like for selecting, so again, they allowed me to select some products to try out, and I found for selecting which product to use, the only thing I found a bit complicated was a lot of the products seem to overlap in terms of description and products or ingredients, so it's a little hard to decide which one you're going to use. Like for example, on their website, if I'm looking at their serums, of course like at the top they have one that says finer pores, skin rehab, moisture, daytime glow, but then you're looking at the descriptions and it's like, powerful serum targets these 3 signs of aging: fine lines and wrinkles, dryness, loss of elasticity. Moisture surge, hydrate serum, targets these signs of aging: fine lines and wrinkles. Daytime glow, fights these signs of aging: fine lines and wrinkles. Dark spots. Time reverser, fights fine lines and wrinkles. You get where I'm going with this. Like, it's a little repetitive, so it's a little confusing to figure out which one to pick. And I feel like if you're using more than 2, you're overlapping too much in ingredients. That would be my only critique in terms of ingredients. And that's why I do like The Ordinary, because The Ordinary does have products that are like this product is only this ingredient. But again, that has the other issue of like, it's like confusing to figure out which ones you can use together, because some things you can't use together. So it's a catch-22, I guess. But again, overall it is pretty simple. Like there's not a whole lot of products, and you can buy kits on their site. So I think that's also super useful. They have an anti-aging kit. They have an acne kit. They have, I guess they have a couple of anti-aging kits for your different ages. But yeah, I just feel like they do have some packages as well, which I feel like is super helpful. If you're just not sure what to start with, pick a package and away you go. Because you know their products are all going to work well together. And again, I feel like they are fairly reasonably priced. They're not super cheap. Like again, The Ordinary has some stuff that is very cost effective, as well as Good Molecules. Again, has some stuff that's really cost effective. I feel like this is sort of like low to mid range. But again, it's nice and simple, so it's like not scary to use these products. And like I said, with some of these products, I likely wouldn't repurchase them. And that's actually mostly due to the fact that I just want to try other skincare. I'm just interested in trying other skincare all the time. Not that the products were not effective or that I didn't like them. Overall, I do feel quite satisfied with these products. And I'm looking forward to just folding them into my regular skincare routine. Like I said, there's a couple other items that I have in my skincare routine that I am feeling like I'm missing. But I think all of these products will work well in conjunction with the routine that I was using prior to switching to these items for the past month. So I hoped you liked this video, and I hoped you felt my reviews were helpful. If you did, feel free to give this video a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.